Last year, the Franklin County High School Flyer football team went undefeated until the playoffs. This year, they've only won 5 games. But then again, they've only played 6. Their only loss to district rival, the Louisville Central Yellow Jackets. We got to cover the first 2 Flyer games here on the Bluegrass Sports Network, but we haven't seen them in about 2 months. So we asked Mark Toothaker to spend some time with the Flyers and give us this report.
This is Mark Toothaker coming to you here from Benny Watkins Field, home of the Franklin County Flyers, as they prepare to open up in the first round of the playoffs against the Shelby County Rockets. We're going to catch up tonight with Coach James and several of the seniors here on the Flyers football team. How crazy has this year been to try to coach this team this year with everything going on with COVID?
It's different, man, but, we talk to our kids all the time about their attitude and effort. And through COVID and the injuries and everything we've had, being able to control our attitude and effort has taken us to a point where we feel like we're ready for the playoffs.
How has this season changed you as a coach, having to coach through all of this?
It's different, man. I've taken a lot of temperatures. I don't care if I ever see a thermometer again. But I told them, our coaches and our players in the beginning, whatever it takes for us to pull this season off, we're willing to do for our kids. But it's just made you rethink a lot of stuff, about, we like to feed these kids, and just feeding them is an adventure because you can't get them too close. They can't be together for too long. And just some of that stuff, it's just been different.
Tell us about a couple of your key leaders.
Sure, just 3 of them. Fred Ferrier, he's a great kid. He leads in our locker room. He's just a mature kid. Nick Broyles, our quarterback. We're hoping to have him back. He suffered an injury against Louisville Central, but he's kind of our field general on offense. And then Philip Pfeiffer, he's a kid that's second year ever playing football. Completely untapped potential. He's going to be a great football player for somebody at the next level, and he's bought all into what we're doing.
Senior receiver Fred Ferrier here of the Franklin County Flyers. Fred, what's it been like dealing with all the COVID and the things, the adversity this team has gone through this year?
It's definitely been different because, as a senior, you want that traditional senior year where you get all your friends to come out and watch you and stuff, but it's just something that he's taught us is really just fighting through adversity and stuff, so it's just another challenge that we have to overcome.
What's it like with so many schools having so much interest in you? What kind of pressure does that put you under, knowing that so many eyes are on you each week when you play?
Being honest, the very first game of the year I was kind of nervous because I was like, okay, everybody has a high expectation for me because I'm obviously the recruit. But after I went out and played good, I had to go out and play my game. I can't worry about who else is watching me, who's thinking of me. I just got to go out and play my game and try to win.
Fred, Coach James has told us that you're the team leader and you're who these kids look up to on the team.
I don't really think of it too much. It's just I'm not that type of vocal leader where I yell at people. I kind of set the example just as a visual. So I go out and I practice hard, and really it just influences everybody else to practice hard, stuff like that. So I try to lead by example.
Nick, last year you had a season-ending injury.
Yes, sir.
And this year you've had an injury that's put you out. How have you been able to stay mentally prepared and focused, having to deal with this adversity that you've been faced with?
Right. Just knowing that my teammates have my back at all times, even if I am out, and when I come back, they're going to have my back, even if I can't go 100%, and just fighting through it.
What has this season taught you, having to go through all of this with COVID?
That it's a lot more mental than physical all the time, that you have to be ready for anything, and that anything can switch up at any moment, and you just got to work through it and fight through it.
Tell us a little bit about your personal goals.
I'd love to go play college football somewhere. I don't have really a school in mind, still just working around and seeing what's going on. But yeah, college football is a great opportunity, and I'd love to.
We're joined by senior tight end, defensive end, Philip Pfeiffer. Philip, I know you're new to football. You've only played a couple of years, but the talent has just been unbelievable. What has it been like to put the shoulder pads on and be on a team like the Flyers?
Just a whole different experience. I've never been a part of anything like this until now. I just get to hit people. I love that. I couldn't do that in other sports. So that's one of the biggest things that made me come out. And then just incredible team here, great family atmosphere, everybody committed and working hard, and just really special to be a part of.
You were part of the team last year that got knocked out of the playoffs, and what's it been like looking forward to getting back into the playoffs here as we're going to start them here against Shelby County?
I mean, we're ready for it. Since we lost last year, the focus has been 18-7. That's what we lost by. And, just every day working to beat Central, and that's who we got to beat to make a run in the playoffs. And working every day, just
Coach, what all have you done to try to keep this team focused and looking ahead? I know it's easy to look forward to Louisville Central, but what have you done to keep this team focused as we head in here against Shelby County next week?
We just want to prepare for everybody like it's the same game. So, Shelby County's a good opponent, coached by a good coach and a good staff, and we just want to make sure that we're locked in for that. You can't get to the second one if you don't win the first one. So we just want our kids to focus, and we try to keep them that way, and I think they're focused and ready.